We would have to Bluestem Lake, and we'd have to wade around the shore with our bare feet, and you had to catch the frogs down. Little frogs, they don't count. You know, their legs are skinny. She wanted a frog about this big. She demonstrated this big, about that big, and it had to make, you know, ribbit sounds. It couldn't be ribbit, ribbit. So we had these big old nets, and I kept worrying about stepping on a snake or something icky, you know, slimy, gooey. Had this net in my hand. Well, I fell about 5 times, and I finally did catch a frog. And she came over, and she had a bag full of about 6 frogs already, you know, huge things. Mine was just about this big, and it was like, and she said, well, that's not going to work. I need to show you again. It needs to be this big and this big. I said, I'm going to do this if it kills me. Well, I caught one okay, and we went on, and we got about 12, 13 frogs. Got home, went up to the deck, and she had a big old butcher's block, pail of water, and hose. And she says, this is how you kill the frogs and cut the legs. Now, I'm going to show you this so you can do it yourself. She got the hammer and she bonked the frog on the head, killed him. Then she cut off the legs and put them in the bucket to clean them up. She did about 3. And she came over to me and she said, now, granddaughter, it's your time. So I grabbed a frog, and you know, when you really look at it, they look really pathetic. They're really cute, kind of. You know, the little eyes just look at you. And all I could think of was, you know, a little frog on those wheels with locks, and nails, you know. And I said to her, I don't know if I can do this. You can do it, granddaughter. Times are hard. Life is a challenge. You've got to learn how to do it. Okay, so I grabbed the frog, and I got the hammer, and I aimed, and then I shut my eyes so I wouldn't see it, you know, croak. And I hit my arm instead, and I broke it. So anyway, I thought, at least I get out of killing the frog. I thought there's a good thing out of this. The next day I woke up, I'm in a cast, I'm miserable, and she says, granddaughter, you get to cook the frogs, frog legs. I went, oh, well, okay, I can do that one-handed. Well, the thing she forgot to tell me was, you know, a few little things about cooking frog legs. Well, I went in and I rolled it up, and they're about this big, you know, the little flipper thing on the end. Rolled it in the egg and cooked the crabs and everything, and threw it in that big old pan, that big old thing, and boil it. I threw it in and turned around and did another one, and something hit me in the back of the head. And I went, it's a frog leg. Oh my God, there's life after death. I'm leaving. And I thought, something's right, not right. And I thought, well, I can do this. I'm not going to ask Grandma for any help. So what I did is I did them all at one time. And I put them in the thing, and I put the cast iron lid over it real quick. And I sat down, and all of a sudden it's like popcorn. And then that cast iron lid started, you know, rattle like this. And I'm going, Grandma. She says, granddaughter, what'd you do? And I said, nothing. Nothing. I just did like you told me, and I put it in the pan to cook. Well, Grandma picks up the lid, and chaos erupted. One landed on her head with the little flipper going like this. One landed on the wall. 2 hit me. 3 or 4 were on the floor, and she had one of those big barbecue forks, you know, going around poking her, trying to get her up off the floor. And I'm going around stepping on her, you know, trying to get her to calm down. She said, granddaughter, I told you to cut the nerve in that leg. You did? She says, yes, I did. When did you tell me this? She says, right after you had your arm fixed. And I went, I was drugged, Grandma. I don't remember that. So anyway, she cut all the nerves, and we got them back in the pan, and, you know, she fried them up, and it turned out okay. But, you know, I don't like life after death, and I've never been able to do frog legs since then. So a lot of my stories are demonstrated, her knowledge is demonstrated to what she tells you to do, and if you do it, it's on your own head. That's what happens. But she was an honored little thing, and she taught me all of the Cherokee language. She taught me all of the herbs and plants. A lot of my book is in Cherokee. It's translated back to English for you. And anybody who's been down at Pahuska, Oklahoma, knows that everybody kind of talks like this. Everybody's, you know, friendly and all that stuff. And if you talk to my grandmother, she'd be real friendly to you, you know. Howdy. You know, she'd come up to you. Howdy. Of course, she'd be looking up at you, because she did a little